Your car up front till they finish painting everything, love. Hey, how we doing? Good morning, good morning. I am excited to see you good people on here today. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, 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 hello. Good morning. Hi. How are you guys doing? Go ahead and share this feed with someone. Hey, Keita! I'm so excited about this project. You know, God is project driven, and the bigger the project, the bigger the provision. And so he does, I think, these things to stretch us and get us used to, like, it seems big to us until you build an apartment and you're like, oh, that was small. It's an inside thing between me and Keita. But basically what it is, you know, sometimes I'll tell you guys, because this will minister to you. Sometimes you'll think you're taking on a big project because it's the biggest project you've ever taken on. But to someone else who's taken on much bigger projects and multiple projects, it's like, it's really not that big. So it's all about perspective, right? And it's good to continue to be aware of that, because the only way for God to take us from one point to another is to allow him to stretch us, right? Stretching is a requirement for growth. There's no growth without stretching. And so I get excited about stretching. Dwayne, what's good, brother?
There we go. There we go.
How we doing?
Hey, we doing incredible. We living a dream, Dr. Jewel. Thank you.
You know what? That's a word. That's a word. That's a word. That's a word. We're definitely living the dream, and I'm excited about it. I was just on here basically talking about stretch and how you can have a project that's really big to you until in your mind it's big because it's the biggest thing you've ever done. But right. I always think about how there are other people that are doing way more than what we've done. And so you have to kind of minimalize when God stretches you. Like, guys, this is actually pretty easy. You know, this is not big. It might be big to me, but it's not big to God. And certainly there are people out here that are doing much bigger.
Can I talk about that for a quick second?
Please, flow.
No, because that's so powerful, and it really blows me away when I get around you. We get to talking like this, because for me, again, it's just so much confirmation. Because I mean, we all respect and adore you for what you've done, and you know, when you say things like that, it really confirms things for me, guys. My name is Dwayne. All right, I've been in business for a good 10 years, and I'm finally hitting some of the peaks that I'm excited about, right? But I love what she's saying, talking about, you know, there's always so much more that can be done. One thing about me is I've started to put my back against the wall sometimes just to force myself to stretch. Let me tell you, anybody who knows me knows I'm originally from New Jersey. I've lived in North Carolina for a long time in my adult life. Y'all know a big part of me moving to Miami, Florida. Don't get me wrong, the weather's beautiful, but it stretches me every day. I moved here to be stretched. And real quick, I want to share this fast story. When I first moved to Miami, I said, I'm going to move here because every time I'm there, it stretches me. And when I moved here, I had met someone who introduced me to the program that we're a part of. And when she introduced me to the program, I almost ignored the program. Because I'm so used to just operating in my normal, non-stretching flow. And when she said, hey, I got this new program that you should take a look at, I almost passed it up. Well, actually, I did pass it up. So I heard about what we do, Dr. Jewel, from a woman in my community. I moved into a beautiful community where I was the brokest person in the community. They were killing it. I'm the brokest one in the community, right? Even though I'm doing well, I'm the brokest one in the community. But she stretched me, and I almost passed it up. So I just want to confirm, like, that stretch that you're talking about, thinking that you're doing it big in your circle. But then when you get into a different circle, listen, I live in Miami. Diddy be throwing parties down here that make you feel like your little birthday, your little quarantine party is like, you know, I'm like, man, it's some levels out here, right? So I appreciate you talking about, you know, stretching outside your circle. When you're the big fish in your little circle, there's always another pond out there. You know, I get it.
That's good. That's strong, you know, and I think, and this is what we have to become aware. You know, I'm very aware of the fact that there are levels to it. And I'm very aware of the fact that I've entered into some levels, but there are more levels than what I've entered into that God is like, this is really small potatoes in comparison to what I want to prepare you for. And it's so crazy because we, you know, I've been involved in real estate investing in the last, I would probably say 5-6 years, heavy, right? Investing in Detroit, investing in Atlanta. And when I first got involved and I saw these projects, I was attracted for whatever reason, Dwayne and Tevin, right. I was attracted to, like, I was going in the gutter, like in the hood. Part of it was because I'm from Detroit, even though I didn't grow up in Detroit or whatever, I still have an affection and a love for people in the inner city. And I wanted to help to revitalize and, you know, all that stuff. And I remember going in, like, at first it was like, oh, I don't want to go in this home because it looked dilapidated. You know, I don't know if it would be rats running around. And it was like the Lord was stretching me to say, no, I need you to go in here and see these desolate places. Because in the book of Isaiah, in the Bible, it talks about how God will take us into desolate place, or he would go into desolate places and ruin cities and totally restore them. What takes people to do that? Right.
Come on.
And so that prepared me for where I am now. And so we had a flood in our first floor of our church, like 3-4 inches, and we had to totally get rid of like everything. Well, I got really excited about it because I knew that this was an opportunity. First of all, I had to clean out wasn't pretty, right? But it was crazy because I just so happened to have my contractor team down here from Detroit that does all that stuff. They're painting the house. So look, guys, this is where it's going. See that? Oh, wait, let me see. See the, Lord, let me find. Y'all see the cream? So that's where it's going. Isn't that pretty?
I like that.
But this is where it is. Let me see if I can see the red. So that's what it used to be.
Oh, okay. Right.
We're getting rid of all of the red brick and going cream. Wow. Really, really pretty. And then right here, we're building like this whole pool and jacuzzi, and it's still kind of a mess. You can see it's getting pretty.
Right? Drew, I was at the house before. It did not look like that. It was a war zone back there. When I came to your house, it was a war zone.
It was a war zone. And so now we got a lot done. I mean, we got the counters. I'm sitting out at the counter right now, working out here today because it's so beautiful. But I need to call AmeriCare too, make sure we get rid of these bugs. But anyway, and so because I've gotten used to doing projects and redevelopments and thanks, Angela, and all of that, like us having to redo the first floor of the church, my mindset is that's easy. And that's what I really want everybody to say to themselves. Becoming wealthy is fun and easy. Growing is fun and easy. Developing leaders is fun and easy. Expanding is fun and easy. That the process does not have to be stressful. And sometimes when expansion comes or growth comes, we take on the stress of it. But you have to tell yourself, this does not have to be stressful. Even if you're feeling it, you got to renew your mind, because my thing is this: if our ex-president Trump can build all this real estate all over the world multiple times, and we already know he got his strengths and he got his weaknesses, right? If he can do it, then what is the first floor of remodeling a church? You know, what is building an apartment building? What is building a pool? What is building a jacuzzi? What is building a pool house? Like, you got to almost minimize these quote unquote big projects, because what's big to you is very small to someone else.
Well, Dr. Jewel, it's small to God. You know what I mean? What's big sometimes to you is small to God. I just came back from a seminar that we just did, and we did an amazing seminar. Then we opened it up for Q&A. And the first question the woman asked, and girl, if you're listening, girl, you know I love you because we addressed this live. But the first question the woman asked was, well, Dwayne, well, what happens once you make all this money and then you have to do this and that with it? And like she was asking me a question that was 10 steps beyond. And I said, sis, if he'll bring you to it, he'll bring you through it. See, you're already trying to add up what's going to happen 10 steps beyond, and you haven't even really gotten started yet. You know, so it's like, obviously you have that gut feeling to move in this direction. You want more, you're believing for more, but sometimes you'll let 10 steps further stop you from step one. And I'm telling you, man, that's happened to me before. And that's why I love working with you, Dr. Jewel, because, you know, you'll just operate because, again, but you've exercised that muscle. You've exercised that muscle. So I told her, I said, sis, we can't create these boogeymen in our brain. Stop creating these boogeymen in our brain. I'm so glad we have Tevin on the line today because he's chartering through that journey right now. And he used to call me and ask me, Dwayne, well, what about this? And, bro, I've never done this before. And I never did it, bro, but I just want to go in this direction. I see how you live and I want to get there. I want to get there. I want to get there. And like now he's just taking each day by day step and boom, he just hit a new milestone in our program that I know he's ecstatic about. His income just doubled, well, actually quadrupled. His income just quadrupled from what he was earning with us. So, you know, I want to, can we just go ahead and get it? I don't know how you want to flow, Dr. Jewel, but.
Yeah, flow. Let's bring on Tevin.
Yeah, so Tevin, I see you moving and shaking, brother, but that's what it's about. Moving and shaking and still getting it done. Moving and shaking and still putting one foot in front of the other. Even though we know we want to get to these 10 steps beyond, the first step is the first step. So Tevin, I don't know, man. I'm not sure if you're able to speak. I see you kind of going in and out.
Unmute, Tevin.
I see you're traveling. Hopefully we can hear you.
I think he may be frozen.
Yeah,
hey, Tevin, unmute. Because I'm trying to unmute, bruh, and it's not even letting me do it.
Okay, he's traveling. I see that. So we'll give him an opportunity, and we might have, you know, we'll see how that goes. But I'll talk. I mean, this is a powerful topic, guys, because I'm telling you, everybody listening to us, you're on this live because you already know we're people who continuously move forward. You already know that. You said, ooh, Dr. Jewel's going live. Ooh, Dwayne Lodge is going live. These are people who keep moving forward. All right. And I'm here to tell you right now that you're not supposed to understand all the step 10s and step 20s. See, that's how he gets the glory because you're not even supposed to know it. See, if you already knew it, then you'll think that you did it all on your own. See, we got to learn how to take the first step, ladies and gents. And I'm speaking from experience now. I can speak from wisdom because I almost let step one stop me. Let me tell you what my step one was. My step one was like a $300 decision. I was I had all these dreams and aspirations. And then they told me, hey, $200, $300, we can get you started on that path. And I was like, $200, $300? Oh, that spirit of let me pause and stop and let me hold up and let me overanalyze. That spirit right there never served me.
Listen, you better call it. You said that spirit right there will not serve you. That's a word. All that overanalyzation and overthinking and overprocessing, and you be to miss season after season after season after season. Guys, I want to encourage you to share this feed right now because we're really getting into the crust, I believe, of where a lot of people are prophetically. You know you're supposed to be further. You know you're supposed to be advancing. You know that there's supposed to be a supernatural growth. You see growth. Social media allows you to see growth like you have never seen before, but maybe you're not charting the way you need to chart. And so I want to encourage you to let you know that partnership is key. Tevin is up because he's partnered with Dwayne. Dwayne is up. He partnered with me. I'm up. I'm partnered with Lawrence. Lawrence is up because he partnered with Garrett. And we all partner with God. Come on, somebody. Ultimately, God is the CEO of our lives. Let's be very clear. And so we're going to do something for you guys that's going to cost you nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, nothing at all. For 3 days, we're going to allow you to trade with us for free. for free, because we want to show you the simplicity of what we're doing and how it is literally changing the dynamics for thousands of people all over the world. And so, Dwayne, we're going to talk about that in a minute, but I just want to let them know what's to come. Go ahead and share this feed with someone, because
Right.
think about becoming wealthy. You don't want to do it by yourself. Last week, Dwayne had a huge win. His family, who's been watching from afar, finally got in. He got their attention because of his social proof. See, the reality is proof does not lie. So
That's
now,
right.
guess what? The Hodge family is now partnering with him. Guess what?
That's right.
My family, thank you, Lord, including my husband. I can't say on here what happened last night, Dwayne. You saw that, but
All that.
it was huge, right? And so for my husband, and now my sister, and now my auntie, and now my cousins. So what is going to happen? What you guys are going to have an opportunity to do is not just change your life, but change the lives of the people that love you. So Dwayne, bring on Tevin. I can't wait to
Yeah.
get into his story.
Yeah, this is special. Somebody type alignment, alignment, alignment in the feed, right? Alignment. Who am I aligned to? We got these rich dreams, these rich aspirations, but who are we aligned to who are pulling us through that pipeline? If we don't have anybody pulling us through that pipeline, well, then we may be out of alignment. All right. So look, you got Dr. Jewel. All right. I don't know if she's right or left of me. We got Dr. Jewel. You got myself. And then you have my brother, Tevin. Listen, Tevin is a fraternity brother of mine. We didn't even know it. We met through a mutual friend. And, you know, him and his family now have been blessed. He said from day one, I felt like this is the right space for me. But I've never done this before, Dwayne. I've never done this. So I don't know, but I'm going to lean on the alignment. So, Tevin, you operated in faith, you leaned on the alignment, and you just quadrupled your income last night off of your faith and your consistency. Tevin, I'm going to just pass it to you, bro. Just talk about it for a minute or two. Give us the backstory and give us the forward story.
Okay. First of all, I just want to say, and y'all forgive me, I'm traveling. I just went to go pick up my daughter from Raleigh, so I'm in and out. But first of all, Dr. Jewel, I am so honored to be on this live with you. I've been, being connected in the Rising Prophet, just been seeing the dynamic growth of this whole group. Dwayne has been an excellent, like you said, alignment. He's been keeping us connected, close to the fire. He talks about the importance of, being in the. He said this last night on a mentorship call, not just being in the right place at the right time, but taking the right action. And he's one that lives by that. He lives by that, wholeheartedly, and that's how we're able to do what we do because of his leadership. So I'm not going to be before you guys long. I've been a part of I've been with the Academy since about July of last year. And, I did some pretty incredible stuff when I first got involved. I think it was about 2.5 months I was in. I hit P600 after, never being a part of this business before. But, this is I think what Dwayne wanted me to talk about was the day after I hit P600. A lot of people on my team don't even know this. But the day after I hit it, one of the people left my team. So I technically never got my P600 check. It never came because, what happened was I stopped doing, I got the rank and I stopped doing the work. I thought that I was done. I was like, oh, I arrived. I'm here. I popped the bottle. I'm feeling good, feeling confident, but it's just like the work doesn't stop. Just because you got to keep pressing after you get to, whatever level you're trying to go to. So, I had a couple of months where I was really, struggling to try to get my rank back. I never got it. I went from, P600 on paper to P150 to unranked. I was unranked for like a month and a half. And I'm like, God, this is not working. So I called Dwayne one day. My heart was heavy. I'm like, Dwayne, look, man, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how this is working. I just need your help. And Dwayne, I think we was on the phone for like an hour and a half that day. And you just like poured into me. And from that day, I was just like, you know what? I need to do this. I need to do it. Like, you told me what you did. You told me how you, got to the level that you got to. And I said, and I know you a sharp dude. I'm like, Dwayne can do it. And he telling me I can do it. And I got no choice but to believe him. So, I think that was about a month and a half ago. And I just went to work. Dr. Joe, I just got on these calls. I started doing what Dwayne said did. I stayed close to the fire. I stayed to the coaching. And, like he said, I actually just got my rank back again. As of yesterday, officially, I'm back P600. But I said, nah, I'm going to Chairman 100. I'm going to Chairman 100. You know,
Woo!
P600 is cool, but I'm trying to get up there with, you know, Dr. Jewel and, you know, and Gary and all you guys, because at the end of the day, y'all the reasons why I've gotten to this. I wouldn't be here. I would be doing what I was doing before. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only option you have. Either keep pressing forward, or go back to what you did before you got into this space. So I'm just honored. You know, I'm so honored. You know, I know that this is divine alignment, because I wouldn't be in this call right now if it had not been for me staying close to the fire. So again, thank you, Dr. Jewel. Dwayne, I'm forever grateful to you, brother. You know, ever since you showed me the plan, man, my life has not been the same. It has not been the same. And I have you, the Academy, CEO movement, Rising Profit, For the Culture Global. I got all of y'all to thank, because if it had not been for y'all, I would just be doing what I was doing before. And that's a scary thought to me now. I can't go back. There's no way.
So good, Kevin. So good. I'm so proud of you. You know, you did what a lot of people are afraid to do. You put yourself in the line of fire, you know, and that's what we all have to do. We have to put ourselves in the line of fire. We have to put ourselves in a wealth flow, because wealth does have a flow. But what happens is so many people stand on the outside of it and they watch and they're intrigued, or maybe they don't even inspire it, but they don't necessarily take full action. And so I just want to, you know, basically commend you for putting yourself in the line of fire. And even when you got uncomfortable, and even when you felt like, I don't know, this is too much, you know, I'm just proud of the fact that you kept going. That's the thing that I've learned. Like, you got to keep going. And sometimes people like put their foot on the accelerator. They say they want on all that. Then they throw on the brakes as soon as they hit an insecurity pocket, or they hit an inadequacy pocket, or they hit an uncomfortable pocket. I've learned that even when I feel super uncomfortable or super insecure or super inadequate, don't put your foot on the brakes of wealth. Like, keep flowing, keep moving. We live right. The airport's right here, so planes are in and out of here. So that's what you guys are hearing. But this is what I want to go over to now. And Tevin, also I want to say this too about your daughter. Like, I don't think sometimes we realize like our children are watching. Like, they're watching how we move. They're watching. I tell my girls all the time, I said, I want y'all to marry super, super bossy men. Let's be clear. I said, but I want you to be your own boss. I never want you to be in a position where you're waiting for him to do something, or you need him to do something in order to fulfill your dream. Because guess what? God gave you that dream, not necessarily your husband or your man or whatever. And so you got to make sure that you stay in a position that you continue to level up. And I think that's just really important. And so your daughter is watching you. And so that thing is going to have a spillover effect. So all of our children are like entrepreneurial in some way. We have one of our children that works full-time in corporate as an engineer at Dell, but she still has this entrepreneurial flow because she's been around it. So I just wanted to commend you as a young Black man, as a Black father, for just shout out for repping, taking care of your family, and getting in the wealth flow and not making excuses. So shout out. So Dwayne, I don't know if you want to say anything else about that, because I'm ready to tell everybody about this 3-day free.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Jewel.
Yeah, I want to just let Tevin just, you know, share his gratitude, you know, and I don't want to say too much, because listen, I mean, we're up here, we're the ones who are in the, you know, the pipeline, we're going through it, we're making it happen, but this call is about you on the other side, right? It's time to bring the next man, the next woman, the next father, the next mother, all right, the next parent, the next person who's trying to change their address, change some zeros in their bank account, the person who's trying to change their, listen, man, I just need to reignite that fire in me. Come on, where my folks who feel like they've had it going on, but then it kind of dwindled down a little bit, right? I had to reignite that fire in me. And this business forced me. Come on, Ted. Come on, Luke. I had to reignite that fire in me. I'm like, man, back in the day, we used to do our thing. But now everything kind of just dwindled down to just regular degular. It's like, well, we got to get that fire back. So, Dr. Jewel, hit them with that fire, because we're releasing some fire today. Hit them with that fire.
We really, really are. And, you know, I like the way you said that. I think we all have to be reignited. You know, all of us have to be reignited. At some point in your life, you got to be reignited. You got to be reignited to get up. You got to be reignited to go after your goals. You got to be reignited to not just be normal, to not just blend in, to not just become mediocre. You know, especially when you start taking on responsibilities, like, you know, you got married, you have children, you got responsibility, maybe you're in ministry, whatever. And so if you're not careful, you'll lose yourself in that. And I think a lot of, and I'm not saying all of it, I'm no like therapist, but I will say I think a lot of the issues that we seeing today with people dealing with depression at high rates, I think honestly is because they're basically unfulfilled. They're not living out what they want to do. They got to a point where every time they make a move, they got to ask for somebody else's permission. And most times people will not push you because you pushing is making them uncomfortable because they're not willing to push. So, I think this is why this space, Dwayne, in heaven is so huge, because like you hanging out with a bunch of barrier breakers. You hanging out with a bunch of people that are not satisfied with what they already did, what they already accomplished, and they're already on to the next thing. Like I spend 90% of my time living in the future and not dealing with my past, because I cannot control my past. I cannot change my past, but I can create the life that I always dreamed about. And so I want to encourage everybody tonight. This is what we're doing. We're giving you guys 3 days of a free trading trial. 3, that's right. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 Central and 9:30 Eastern, where you guys are going to have an opportunity to get on live, to see us trade, to see how we make money in minutes. Money in minutes. And I'm not talking about, and it's every dollar amount. Imagine it's Starbucks money and it's mansion money. So it's summer camp money, it's private school money, it's Benz money, it's Ford money. So it's every variable that you could imagine, depending on your risk tolerance and depending on your initial starting balance. But you can start with very little, and we're going to show you how to do this on a demo account. You're going to actually experience putting in the trade. It's just a matter of hitting some buttons, bruh. That's it. Hitting a couple buttons, hitting a number, and hitting the button. And that's happening tonight, tomorrow night, and Wednesday. Now, how you get the information is basically you're going to get back with the person that invited you on this live today. Get back with them, send them a message in their DM or messenger or whatever, email them, whatever, whoever, call them. Hey, I want to be in. I need to get in on this 3-day free trial. I need to get in on this. Okay. And so that's what's happening. So it's very important that in this month of April, because now we're in the second quarter. Think about this. We're in the second quarter of 2021, Tevin. Like in 2 shakes, Dwayne, we're going to be talking about jingle bells. And the jingle ain't going to be too jingle if your money has not exponentially grown. Because nobody nobody. 2020 was good to the Tanker family. Thank you, Lord. But I have no desire to relive 2020. I'm fully interested in advancement and growth. Personally, spiritually, physically. That's why I'm supposed to go work out this morning. I'm going to try to go do it when I get done with y'all. And financially. So that's happening tonight. So they need to get back with the person that invited them on here, and they'll give you a Telegram channel to get into where we're going to be dropping these gems in there. And we also want you to invite all your family, all your friends, and say, let's do this together. Right. But also know some of them might not take it seriously. So sometimes you got to go alone. Esther had to go alone. David had to go alone. A lot of people had to go alone. Moses had to go alone. So you might go alone. But try to get some people to come with you. Right, Dwayne? Anything else you want to add on that, brother?
Yes. I mean, just that go alone part, because we're talking to people who are making that first step. We've been talking about step 1 of a lot of this conversation. All right. And again, we're celebrating Tevin for pushing not only through the first step, but when he hit that roadblock, continuing to press. Right. Because that's just where it's at, guys. We're not asking you to understand everything. Right. We're telling you we've already pressed forward and it's been amazing, right? You see Tevin doing what he's doing. You see me doing how I'm doing. You see Jewel remodeling the house, all right, the church, everything, right? And then there's other levels. She's saying, I appreciate y'all loving what I'm doing, but I'm already believing for 10 times bigger, right? So again, we need you to just take that first step. And just remember, when you take that step, everybody's not going to get it. Everybody around you is going to say, yeah, girl, go for it. Get on that call. I heard about it. They're not going to say that. They're gonna say, "Ooh, girl, you doing that? I wouldn't do all that. I heard that's risky. I heard. But see, one thing I learned is that if you borrow somebody's opinion, you also have to borrow their lifestyle. See, if you borrow somebody's opinion, you also got to be prepared to borrow their lifestyle. So all these folks talking about, oh, I heard. Well, you ain't got to say it to them out your mouth, but you just think about it. Do I want to take this person's lifestyle as well? Because if I take their advice right now, I'm probably going to be taking their lifestyle as well. So just be careful of all your outside peers pulling you away from a wealthy direction. All right. So Tevin, I see you creeping in here, bro. Talk on it.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you, man. Again, y'all don't understand. I've been watching y'all from the back, like from the background in the front row. So to be on here with y'all again, this gonna be my high for the day. I'm gonna be calling everybody like, look, you need to get in here now. But what you said though about not letting the peers influence you makes me think about that saying. I don't want to mess it up, but it goes something like, the people thought that the people that were dancing were crazy because they couldn't hear the music. And so, in a sense, we hear the music. We hear what's going on. They don't hear it. They see us. They're like, well, these people over here crazy. They talking about this HFX, That's the music. You just don't hear it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is just inviting us into the room to come hear the music with us. See what we dancing about. See why we jamming. See why we always, in a mode of abundance and gratitude, because we hear this music, y'all. It's a dope song. So that's just what I got from what you were saying, Dwayne. That's all I just want to piggyback on it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you. All right. We appreciate that. So y'all know what's going on. My camera like, all right, we done.
I know, like that's the yeah. So no, but this was a great session. I hope you guys are reignited, recommitted. My whole goal, I believe Devin feels this way. Dwayne feels this way. Tevin feels this way. Is that my whole goal in life is to make sure that when people come around us, that they recommit their life to God, their plans, their agenda, because it will blow your mind. When you say, God, you know what? I'm giving you precedent in my life. Where God will take you will blow your mind. You'll never be able to take yourself where God will take you. I want people to recommit to their dreams, to their goals, to their desires. I want them to go all in, because one thing about success is it takes a level of obsession. You got to go all in. You can't be part-time on your dreams, part-time on your goals and think they're going to manifest. No, you got to obsess on that thing to the point where people are like, either they love you or you on their nerves, because you're willing to do what they're not willing to do. Because the reality is that success takes new disciplines, it takes a new focus, it takes a new perseverance. But I believe you're here for it all. I'm excited. Kiera, Dee, Aya, Angela, Melanie, love you guys so much. Thanks for jumping on here this morning. I just want to encourage you guys again that are guests that are on here, get back with the person that invited you on here. Tell them, I want in on the 3-day free trial. I want in on the 3-day free trial. They need to hear that from you. You need to take action. Don't just hear this and say, wow, hear this and take action. We have to become action takers. Every day, I'm taking action. And I want to encourage you to do the same thing. And so, Dwayne, Tevin, any last words before we wrap?
Tevin, what you got for the people, man? What you got? Last words.
Hey, I'm just ready to act, yo. Like I said, I've been following your lead, Dwayne. Like I said, ever since that day we talked, and you've been, staying in communication with me. I'm telling you, Dr. Jewel, your words, that man right there, I don't know if anybody else. I know it's a lot of great leaders in the group, but Dwayne Lodge is something special. And, I'm just so honored to have been connected to him, because what I've seen from the CEO movement, I'm telling you, it's world changing. I'm going to tell you right now, because Dwayne going to send it to you when you listen to it. I made a song that, because I'm also a recording artist. So, I made one. It's going to be the CEO theme song. It might go to IM, might go to Christopher Terry himself. So, but no, on all seriousness though, I'm pumped, y'all. This, they said this was the season. They said quarter one was going to be crazy. Quarter one was insane. This next quarter is about to be massive levels breaking. We're going to take you to 250, Dr. Jewel, Dwayne. I'm believing Chairman 50. You gonna skip past Chairman 25. Chairman 50 is on your plate. Because I mean, it's just that time, man. It's just that time. So I'm excited, y'all. I'm so excited. I'm in the right place at the right time. Now I'm just gonna take the right action.
That's it. That's it. I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth, because Dr. Jewel talked about taking action. At this point, we got to take action, because we could talk all day. And if you're a viewer right now, you can watch all day. But at some point, we got to turn the tables on this thing. At some point, you got to leap, like Steve Harvey said. At some point, we got to just try our wings on the way down. And that's what I did, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, I can't make this stuff up. You got to jump. You got to jump. And you'll look back later and realize, man, that little baby jump back there, that little itty bitty jump I did back then, that's what that was, that little itty bitty little jump. And now you ready to jump bigger. Like, come on now, y'all. So I'm telling you, jump. Get back with the person right now. Here's my direction. Inbox them right now. Inbox them right now. Start inboxing. Start texting. That's the directive I'm giving you now. The first thing we ask you to do when you join us is, can you be coachable? We've already have the results, but can you be coachable? Can you follow the leader? A great leader is a great leader because they were once a great follower. Dr. Jewel said, hop on, Dwayne. I said, yes, ma'am, I'm hopping on. I said, Tevin, hop on. He said, yes, sir, I'm hopping on. Can you hop on when we say hop on? See, you want to get rich and do all these amazing things, but you ain't even hop on. Text, listen, I'm giving you the directive, right? It's step one, and it's free. We took the junk part out of it. I feel some kind of way, to be honest. We giving y'all what we pay top dollar for. Y'all getting it free. Pay good money for this. Y'all about to get it for free for the next 3 days. All right, so inbox now. We're doing inboxes. We inboxing people. We're texting the person that we know is in this space. Contact them now. Not now, but right now. Contact them now and say, hey, I want that free. Give me that freebie. Give me that free promo. Give me that free promo. Give me that free promo. I'm taking step one. Give me that free promo. So take that step now and then let the rest manifest. I love y'all. Welcome.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, it's time to press. It's time to press, because all of us can get to a point and then stop growing. But that's not going to be the case with us. We're going to continue to allow ourselves to grow, right, Corey? So get back with the person that invited you on here, message them in their messenger on Facebook, or DM them, or even text them and say, listen, I need to be in on this 3-day free trial. We're doing that tonight at 8:30 Central. Also, if you live in the UK, we have a free trial for Europe. Okay. And that's happening what time today?
So 2 p.m. our time, or Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. That's 7 p.m. in the UK. That's prime time for the UK. 7 p.m. in the UK. All right. That's 8 o'clock in Germany. And that's 9 o'clock around Kenya and Africa, a lot of popular areas in South Africa. All right. This is a global solution. We ain't the only ones going through a pandemic here in the U.S. This is global. And we got real people getting real results. I got some folks down in the islands who literally, they only make around 600 a month. And they're now making 600 a day because of what we're doing. All right. Now, their results may not be your results. We can't promise anybody results, but we know that this is a space of results. Massive results. But you got to take that step one. So again, 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. in the UK, 8 p.m. in Germany, and 9 in South Africa.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys for jumping on here today. Get back with the person that invited you. Let's go win big. God bless. Bye.
Yeah.